A very beautiful morning out there, and welcome to another amazing edition of In the Papers on your darling station, iPower 102.7 FM. On the program, we'll bring you major headlines making today's newspaper stories, and of course, we take stories from different newspapers, from the Punch newspapers, we have stories from the Hope newspapers, we have stories from the Nation's newspaper, we have stories from the Guardian newspaper. I am Florence Ibhareman, and I shall be your host on today's edition of In the Papers, your daily nugget for stories making major headlines in today's newspaper. We are talking about headlines today. We have this one from the Hope, and it says, Akumba Ikare Dual Carriageway. Work begins at Akumba section. They are still taking headline from the Hope. We have this one, and it says INEC trains staff to tackle misinformation ahead of 2027 elections. We are still taking headlines from the Hope. We have this one that says fuel scooping from falling tankers, perilous NOA1s. Away from that, still taking headline from the Hope, we have this one that says FCT police arraigned 11 suspects over murder of Arise TV journalist and guard. Taking a flight to the Punch newspaper today, we have this headline that says counter-terrorism campaign. FG moves to fast-track trial of 5,000 insurgents. Still taking headlines from the Punch, we have this one that says era of corruption in FGE1. FGE1s. Still taking headlines from the Punch, we have this headline that says ICPC to arraign Okilme Monday over UK property. Still taking headlines from the Punch, we have this one that says court orders bound chief finance commissioner to report to DSS weekly. Taking headlines from the Punch, we have this one talking Royal Rumble. Inside Park struggle rocking Oyo Oba's Council. Away from Oyo and now to Ogun State, where we have the Awujale school battle, Ogun Hot process. Police storm. Away from the Punch and now to the Guardian newspaper, where we have police intensified crackdown on illegal number plates, siren abuse in Ogun State. And lastly, from the Guardian newspaper today, we have this one that says Lagos issues final notice to Obalinde's quarters ahead of the site and over. We would go on a very short break. When we come back, we'll start with the major stories for today's headlines. Welcome back, and you're still on to In the Papers, your daily nugget for stories making major headlines in today's newspaper. I have the story as my startup story for today, and it says Akonga Ikare dual carriage. Work begins at Akonga section, and that story is from the Hope newspaper today. Now we have the headlines, we have the major stories in the headlines. Work on the Akonga Ikare dual carriageway has entered Akonga town in Akoko Southwest local government area. Construction activities by the state government. The project earlier flagged off by the state government initially commenced in Ikare Akoko, raising concern among residents of the Akonga over whether the road contract truly covers their community. However, the area of construction workers and equipment in Akonga has laid such doubt to rest as active work has begun along the affected corridors. The Hope newspaper, the Hope report that several shop owners whose structures fall within the construction areas have pulled down their shops in compliance with the project while searching for alternative business locations. Many of the affected traders have been forced to relocate temporarily, and development that has disrupted commercial activities in the area. One of the shop owners, Mrs. Bebo Aina, said dualization was a welcome intervention, noting that it would help reduce the frequent accidents recorded along the busy university route. She added that relocation had come with challenges, particularly raising shop rent as landlords have increased prices due to high demand. I now appeal to government to hasten compensation for affected traders to ease the hardship caused by demolition of their shops. Meanwhile, the senator representing Ondo North Senatorial District, Jide Shagba, has commended the upgrade of the popular Ojaoba market in Ikare Akoko, Ondo State, into an ultra-modern commercial facility. The development was disclosed in a statement on Wednesday by the Senator's Special Assistant on Media and Communications, Adeyinka Ajagunna, who said the project was facilitated by Ishaba in collaboration with the Nigerian Building on Road Research Institute. The statement added that the constructors have been fully mobilized to the site, with workers and equipment already deployed, signaling the start of construction works on the market. For details of that story, see the pages of the Hope newspaper today. With this headline, Akonga Ikare dual carriageway, work begins at Akonga section. On the Hub newspaper, talking of INEC, we have INEC trained staff to tackle misinformation ahead of 2027 elections. Now the details. The Independent National Electoral Commission on Wednesday began a 2-day capacity building workshop for the staffs of its Voters Education and Publicity Department in Kefi, Nasarawa State, aimed at improving strategic communications and monitoring of misinformation ahead of the 2027 general elections. In a statement on its official X page on Wednesday, Deputy Director of Voters Education and Publicity, Mr. Wilfred Ifoga, who represented the Director, Mrs. Victoria Etamesi, described the training as timely and relevant as the Commission continues preparations for election activities in 2026 and beyond. He added that although the program had been planned before the previous election, operations demands had delayed it. Ifoga highlighted the challenges posed by emerging technologies and artificial intelligence in the spread of false information. He also emphasized the need for collaboration between INEC and with stakeholders. The training organized in partnership with the International Foundation for Electoral System began with participant introductions by project managers for IFES Nigeria, Ms. Judy Tonya, IFES Kenya Country Director and Monitoring and Evaluation Specialist for Nigeria, Mr. Obaje Uke, delivered a session on strategic communication, public perception and social media strategies in electoral contest, noting that how information is managed can significantly influence citizens' confidence in the electoral process. The Commission concluded that the workshop is expected to strengthen INEC staff capacity to effectively navigate the evolving information landscape and enhance public confidence in the electoral process ahead of future elections.